And this is my 6th Halloween look of the month already. But yeah, number 6. Don't ask me how this happened. I want to do something kind of inspired by my nails. Again, I know. But I've had 2 sets of like Halloween nails. So it makes sense to do so. But what I've got is kind of like a nudish base with like a green pink chrome and spider webs. So I'm gonna see what I can do with that. So I'm gonna start with kind of like a pinkish nudish eye with some shimmer, and then I'm gonna do the spider webs after my base because I want to do them like a little extended, so obviously that's gonna be, it has to be after everything's on. But I'm gonna go in with my Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, my beautiful, beautiful love. And I'm going to take some of the shade EE4. I'm going to start to lightly just start tapping it on the outer corner. And I'm just going to flick out, because I'm going to blend out with a different shade to get it more like that pink tone. But obviously, we need at least a little bit of dimension. But yeah, I had a nail appointment, hence, it was yesterday. But, you know, hence the new nails. When I was out yesterday, I attempted to go to the dispensary. Not attempted, I did go. I'm like, okay, for some reason, they're not showing this brand that I always get on the website. And I talked to the girl, and she's like, oh. She's like, we're not selling that anymore. Because essentially, that dispensary had threatened to close all of the ones in Massachusetts. And the brand I get is made by the dispensary. It's like their own. It's like how Target has like Good and Gather and Up and Up, so it's like that. And since they threatened to close all their Massachusetts locations, they have just decided to give up on sending stock to Massachusetts. But she recommended something else, and it worked very quickly. So I just got sleepy gummies. I'm not excited. I'm just paranoid about, like, because I open in the morning, so I'm just paranoid about not falling asleep on time and then oversleeping. So, and I put way too much eyeshadow on. This is not ideal. Oh, there's a little bit of a nor'easter happening right now. It's the 13th October. Nor'easter is a strong word. There's like a little bit of wind. There's more wind than there is rain. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to blend out with EE7, that like pinky shade. And there's still too much eyeshadow on my eyes, but it's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, it's been fun trying to go outside in the world today because just, again, it's not even the rain, it's the wind. And then with a little flat edge brush, I'm going to take some of EE9 and just do like a little smudgy smudge. Like, I know we're going a little off track, but and then after the dispensary and my nail appointment, because I did dispensary, then I did my nails, and then I went and I spent $40 on sandwiches. Well, there's this place, they like opened last week on Burleson Street, called Alentejo Fenoy? I don't know. All of my great-grandparents on my father's side are cursing me for my pronunciation. But I went and spent $40 on sandwiches after waiting 20 minutes in line. But it was one of the best sandwiches I had in my life. Mine had salami and artichoke cream, and I want to say pecorino cream, and spicy eggplant. And it was a damn good sandwich, I'm not gonna lie. If I can do online ordering, I'd buy it again. If I have to wait 20 minutes in line again, maybe not. And I'm just gonna do some glitter glue because I'm using a indie shimmer, so surprise, surprise. But no, I went, after my sandwiches, I went and I talked to my old manager. Turns out, my manager that's on maternity leave might not be coming back if they don't approve her 3-month leave. So I was saying that, I'm like, you know, if she comes back in November, I can tough it out. If she puts in for 3 more months of leave and it gets approved, I can't suffer that long. She's like, well, I was talking to her and she said that if her leave doesn't get approved, she's just leaving. I'm like, you might want to check on her before we start transfer paperwork. So, yay. But she also apparently left her baby daddy, and I'm not that surprised. I'm just surprised she had a baby with him in the first place, let alone a second time. I've met him. He used to be my manager. There's a lot of nonsense going on in this company. But I'm like, that's who you chose to have 2 children with? I'm like, again, I've met him a handful of times. Look, when I say manager, he was never actually there. But it's just one of those, from what I know, from what my manager told me, because he's her brother, and then went and had a baby with it's a thing. But all of these singles are from Terra Moon's Cosmetics. I'm gonna take the shade, which is my favorite. It's called Twinkle Dust. Oh, and then she's literally, this is the reason why I want to transfer. Oh yeah, sorry. So it's Monday, so today is the start of a new work week. She sent our schedule at 10 o'clock last night. She sent her the schedule 2 hours before the week started. I would like it to be known that up at the top it tells you when the schedule was executed, aka when it was like completed and submitted. She submitted it on 10/4. She sent it 10/12. So it took her 8 days to send a schedule that was already made, and she only just now put it into our app. Back to my, this is why I want to. Also, not these nails, but Saturday night I hit my nails so hard that I honestly thought I was gonna like pop 2 of them off. Like, it still hurts a little. But thankfully it didn't seem to peel away from the skin, because obviously it was a fill, so we had to file it down, blah blah blah. She didn't say anything. There was no like air pockets underneath, unlike last time. So, but it still hurts just a little bit. I'm actually not gonna put on lashes. I know. But again, I'm gonna be doing a graphic liner, so I can't do that around lashes. And I hate this. I'm gonna feel naked when I'm doing like my base. But I'm gonna do a very simple base today, mostly because the foundation I plan on using doesn't really like to play with a lot of products. Not like in the fact that it's specific, but if I use too much skin prep stuff, it gets all. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty Paula's Choice Collagen Plumping Moisturizer. Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. I'm tired. It's nearly 6 o'clock. I've already been out for the day. Like usual, this has been gifted, but like I keep saying, I won't keep using it if I didn't like it. But, so I haven't done my makeup since last Monday, so a week, because I didn't do it last night, and I got lazy. I might try to do it tonight. I say tonight, like 9 o'clock. Because we had a catering job last Tuesday that I had to work. So I was at this HVAC company, and I don't know what I thought it was, but apparently they have like some vocational classes come, so they can, you know, work on real things, or at least be taught like real experience instead of just, not like simulations in shop, but like not real things that are gonna matter. Yeah, my school was the class that I had to serve. You know, taking the kid's order, and I look at his shirt, I'm like, huh. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I don't want any sort of reminders. Thank you for, I mean, totally different shop. I wasn't in an HVAC shop. I'm like, girl. I mean, I did a fantastic job in my HVAC class. I also did a fantastic job in my electrical class. I had a 98. So, alas. I mean, to be fair, I also didn't want to go to a vocational school, but my mother's like, oh my god, that's where all the smart kids go. That is not where any of the smart kids went. Like, no. No. And then this is from Essence. This is the foundation stick. It literally just says that. In the shade 50. But yeah, you know. My mother's like, oh, it's going to be an easy job. It's going to be like 50 to 70 people. It's only, you know. What time did she... she's like, it's, you know, 10:30 to 1:30. So it's only like 3 hours. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we went over our numbers by like 30. And I'm just gonna start blending this out. But like, my father always brings an extra 15 or so servings, just because sometimes people will go over. So if they say, hey, our numbers are gonna be like 120, hoping like 130, 135. We ran out of beef burgers at 86. We also ran out of fries at 86 people. And then we considered to serve another 13 of just hot dogs. And I was like, oh my god, you don't have anything else? I'm like, you guys are over your numbers by like a good portion. I'm like, what do you mean we don't have anything else? Like, we don't need to be serving any of you. And I also don't know what the tip was. It better have been 20%, because I did the math. And if they did a 20% tip, it would have been $280, so split, so $140. But I mean, the guy who was running it did like me. He's like, oh my god, he's like, I'm gonna need to steal you and have you like run their cafeteria. I'm like, I know. But literally went over by like 30 people, and that's because we physically ran out of food and we're like, what the f***? Ooh, I'm gonna need to bleep that. I'm gonna add a little more because this is not looking great. Like, I look dry, which is funny because if I put a second product on, I'm gonna look separated. But I don't know. It's good when I can do my makeup, but it hasn't been happening lately. I also need to do like a little fun, like just regular makeup look, so I can finish like a few transitions on TikTok and stuff. In my bangs, oh, that's why they look the way they do today. I did a hair mask last night, and that hair mask always makes my hair like super wispy and like feathery and just not controlled properly. And I forgot I did it last night, so oops. I'm going to attempt to bring a little bit of like hydration back into my face with the Kulfi Main Match Concealer in the shade Fudge Notch. But yeah, it was just, I did go to Top Soap Fair last week. It was fine. I didn't eat as much as I usually would. So I'm like, you know what, I don't want to get a sausage. I always get a sausage, blah, blah, blah. And then everything else that was there, I'm like, I wouldn't touch these things at a fair with a 10-foot pole. Like a sirloin sandwich. There's something weird. There's a truck that was doing a Spanish artichoke egg roll, and I was so tempted. But I didn't know how big or small the egg roll was going to be, so I didn't want to pay $8 for an egg roll and have it be like miniature. Oh, and then during catering, my father's like, oh my god, my ear is killing me, blah, 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 blah. He's like, this has been happening for like 20 years, but it's usually like 10-15 minutes. He's like, this has been going on for 6 hours. He's like, I'm going to go to the ER. My brother and I were like, sure, whatever. So he gets there, and naturally, he's like, yeah, my pain started subsiding like as soon as I got there. Like, almost if you just had to wait a little bit and like drink some water and take some like pain meds. He's like, yeah, all they did was like flush my ear out. I'm like, what are they gonna do realistically? If they look and go, huh, nothing looks weird, you're just get good, like, you know? I'm like, I love him, but he really overreacts. Like, I understand to a point with like his stomach issues, because that is like, it's a serious thing. But he overreacts a little, and then, like, every time he's like, yeah, I started feeling better like as I was waiting for them to get there. I'm like, yeah, because you got in your head that it's worse than it is. It's like when I would fake being sick from school and be like, oh my god, I'm so nauseous, I'm gonna throw up, blah, 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 blah. And then within the next 40 minutes, I'd be like, oh my god, I feel nauseous. What? I'm like, oh my god. He gets in his head about it. But we're gonna move on to cheeks, and then thankfully after that, I'll finally be able to do my liner and put on lashes. So close yet so far. This is from Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Pencil in the shade Luminous Taupe. I want a little contour kind of look going on today. Don't know why. Ooh. I did get my mother a Christmas gift today. She doesn't know about this channel. It's fine. She was saying something. She's like, oh my god, I love this specific cup from Anthropology. I'm like, my girl. But I got it. I placed a pickup order because it was in stock in Seaport. And then naturally, like 2 minutes after I changed out of my clothes, like my outside clothes, it was like, oh, it's ready. I'm like, 5 minutes earlier. I would have gone back out if it was ready. 5 minutes earlier. But I'm gonna go out tomorrow morning before I do my makeup, so fingers crossed. But no, I'm having such a hard time Christmas shopping this year, specifically for my brother. Usually he's the easiest, and usually the hardest one is my father. I got him his gift first. He's gonna hit me because it's an expensive Funko Pop. But, you know, what can I say? But I got my father like a limited edition Funko Pop of like one of his favorite actors. So he's always like, I don't need any more Funko Pops besides these 2 specifically. So I found it was still $100 for a Funko Pop. But compared to the other one that he wanted, which was a New York Comic Con exclusive, so the few that exist out on the marketplace go for like $300. It's like I saved money. But got him that. I got him something else recently. Oh, I got him something from Home Goods when I went before. Oh my god, what did I see? Got him. We went to Home Goods to kill time before like a musical. I don't even remember what it was. But I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this is perfect. And I got my mother a mini Dutch oven. 2 Dutch ovens in a row, I know. But she's like, oh my god, I love this. I'm like, I'll just get it for you and keep it till Christmas. She's like, okay. I have nothing for my brother. Like, nothing whatsoever. And he's just so... like, he's a jock, but he's punk. And he's JROTC, and I'm like, you should not exist. Politely, you should not exist. So I'm going to take a mix of 2 blushes. I'm going to take a little bit of the Kylie Cosmetics Hybrid Blush in the shade Petal. And I'm also going to take a little bit of the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream Powder Blush in the shade Not Too Much, because it's like a little more pinky nude. But I also need a little bit of hydration on the face, so. And I'm just going to do a little. And I'm going to try to keep my lips closer to the blush color, obviously, like I usually would. But we're just going to do a little. I don't want to bring it up too high because the idea is for the webs to go there. Ooh. But yeah, just I hate Christmas shopping every year, especially because I always spend so much money. I'm like, why? Why? I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like holidays. I don't like the whole, oh my god, we're gonna go see your family that we see once a year and you're gonna act happy about it. And we're gonna pretend everything is fine and I'm like, why? Why do I want that in my life? Also, I still look so naked without lashes. But I just hate it. I might be able to skip out on Thanksgiving this year because I went last year, so like kind of have an understanding of, oh, I can alternate. Again, I see these people once a year. We don't talk any other time, so I'm like, I'm quiet the entire time, and I'm like, I'm miserable. Like, the food's fine, it's nothing out of this world, but I'd literally rather stay home with the dog. And that's the other thing, she's gonna be alone all day and eat dinner at a stupid time. So, I know I said I was gonna try to keep it a little more, like, nude toned, but I am gonna go in with a little pink blush. This is from NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Buttermelt blush in the shade Butter Together. But it's just, oof. And then I hate Christmas dinner because we have to clean obviously we clean the entire house, like a deep clean. I'm like, she's not even gonna look in the bathroom walls, what do you mean? Like the shower walls, and we have a door, we can just go wee. And like, again, also see her once a year, and I'm like, I'm comfortable in my own home now. And then I am gonna do a white highlighter. This is from Rare Beauty. This is, I think it's like called Silky Touch or something. It's the powder highlighter in the shade Enlighten. Gonna dust a little of that off so it doesn't get too frosty. But it's just, I really, really don't like the holidays, man. Like, I can't stand them. Like, if the store was open on Thanksgiving, I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna go. And my mother tries to do it every year. She's like, oh my god, she's like, it's food, you get to see your family. I'm like, these people are your cousins. I'm like, this gets a little away from me at a point. Like, I don't know what to call your cousin's children. You know? Maybe it'll be fine once I put some lashes on, but like, I'm not liking any of this right now. I am gonna go in with the tiniest bit of the NYX Professional Makeup Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. Like, very, very carefully. I just need a little something. And this side of my eye is, like, this eye is, like, so dry and twitchy right now. It's a little ridiculous. I'm taking some of this on a flat edge brush. I'm just going to press it into my waterline because there's no way in hell that's getting in there properly. But I'm just gonna carefully, even if it's not overly white, I just need a little something, especially with the liner coming up momentarily. Ooh, I hate everything about this. Oh, I am trying to make blue brow covers because I do want to attempt either a chaperone or a clown look properly. And I saw a few techniques and they're like, oh my god, like, get some glue that you can see, and then I'm gonna theoretically supposed to peel this off and put it over my brow after gluing down the brow. I don't know, but I have a bunch dry and they're different thicknesses, so we're gonna see what happens tomorrow, or maybe even later in the night, and see how this works, because I can't get a proper, like, glue down. So I'm going to take a little bit of sand spray, and this is from Glisten Cosmetics. This is the wet liner in the shade Milk. I know, not cola. Who would have thought? I also really hope that my brushes are cleaned properly, because, you know, I don't want to mix anything with white and then make it tinted, and I'm like, this isn't how I want anything. And I'm gonna be honest, if I this up, I'm just gonna give up. Like, might even just give up on Halloween looks, because I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm gonna be so honest here. So we're gonna do we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be a 4th one, don't worry. 4. I don't know. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this is exactly why I didn't put lashes on, because I already have some in my lashes. So we're gonna 1, 2, yeah. We're gonna start with little swoops. I'm gonna make these just a little longer too, because the one on the other side is a little, but tiny swoop, tiny swoop. We're gonna tiny swoop, connect that under. Like I said, I'm so tired of Halloween looks. I'm gonna attempt to do a bedazzled blood splatter, because I did it once before and I liked how it looked, so. Oh, shish kabibble. But no, surprisingly, I don't know how, because like all of these nails have webs on them, obviously. Literally was in and out within just a little over an hour. Like, I got there a little before my nail time of what should we call it, 11:15. I I had my sandwiches by 12:38, so I was out of there at like 12:15. Like, how are you so speedy without messing anything up? I mean, to be fair, I can only imagine how many how many spider webs he's drawn this month alone already. But like, how? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna finish this eye off camera and put on some lashes because I have to like lean down and like prop myself up a little with my elbow my elbow on my leg so I can keep my hand steady. But there are in fact webs on this side. But I'm gonna finish this eye and my lashes and hopefully be back. If I don't mess it up, I'm back with some lashes on in my other eye. I don't know. But I'm gonna go in with the Rhode Peptide Lip Shape in the shade Twist. And just surprise, surprise, line my lips. Maybe when I have to go to Seaport tomorrow. Because they'll hold it for 4 days. But I'm not walking from downtown Crossing to Seaport after, you know, a 10-hour shift. So I'm just going to do it tomorrow when I have it off and can do a straight shot. Maybe I'll go to the Sephora. I don't like that Sephora very much. But I can't tell you the last time I was actually in a Sephora. And I'm not gonna buy anything because I know the sale starts in like 2 weeks, so go hee hee hee. No. I'm just gonna take a little bit of blush and tap it into the center of the lips like I normally do. Surprise, surprise. Who could have foreseen this? I like to be monochromatic, so sue me. And just then I'm going in with a brush just to get the lip lined spots. And make sure everything looks all good. Honestly, I'm just so tired, and I don't know if it's just being burnt out from doing this and, you know, a full-time job plus the occasional truck shift, but I'm just so exhausted. Physically, mentally, take your pick. I'm just tired 9 out of 10 times. I'm just gonna add some definition with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever I Want It. Today's not a makeup day. Like, I love Halloween. I can't wait to not have to do Halloween looks. But that means 3 more. I have 3 more looks to do before I am free from this hellhole. Again, I know I don't have to do a month of just straight Halloween looks. But I'm already a little too committed to not. And then this is, ironically enough, also from Essence. I'm just putting some on the back of my hand so I don't mess up the applicator. This is the Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss in... What shade is this? Crystal Clear. Who would have thought? The clear gloss is named Crystal Clear. But I'm just... very tired. Very... This is where my friend is gonna go. Oh my god, you don't need to do 2 uploads a week. But I'd like to, and I like doing my makeup. It is soothing. Sometimes I don't like having to talk to the camera and think of things. Sometimes I just want to do my makeup in peace and quiet. And then just do my little TikTok sometimes. But It could look worse. But I'm gonna go try to fix my bangs, which would be very interesting because, again, I did a hair mask last night and I forgot that's why my bangs were all, you know? But I'll be back in a second. Alright, and this is the finished look. I feel so stupid because I forgot my bangs were gonna cover, like, this part. But you can still see part of it. I don't know, there's just... Even before I started doing my, the liner, it just was not... The base was not working, and I'm just... Yeah, it's just not my... I just don't think it's my day. I'm gonna be so honest here. Like, it could look worse, and I've had my makeup look worse. It's just these stupid spider webs. Like, I need my bangs to be, like, right here right now. And look at that. And yeah. Like I said, I'm just so tired. And I'm tired of doing Halloween looks. Like I said, and I have only myself to blame, but I'm 6 out of 9 looks done, so I can't fail now. But yeah.